guys, so today we're continuing on from last week's lesson on writing thesis statements and topic sentences for each body paragraph, and we're going to cover how to support your claim with evidence. And last week we talked about how every writing has a purpose, that every article has a main claim that it's trying to make. And it sounds like an obvious observation, but you want to do that because unless you support your claim with evidence, you can't convince the readers that your perception is the right or preferable one. So would you guys agree that that's like the main reason why you need to support your claim with your evidence?
But what if you're writing about your experiences, impressions, but not to like convince the reader?
That's actually an excellent question, something that I was going to bring up. So even if you're trying to write about your family or friends or your personal experiences or your past memories, you still want your readers to sort of resonate with your feelings and thoughts. So it's important to select like the appropriate sort of anecdotes or examples to support your story so that your narrative could actually affect some kind of change in your reader. So that actually segues into the main topic of today's lesson, which is that there are different types of evidence, and depending on the style and topic matter of your writing, you want to use different kinds of evidence, and you want to know which ones to choose for which kind of type. And that's why in your packet, I compiled 3 different types of writing. And the first one is a article that appeared in the New York Times. It's by this guy named Richard Morin. It's called More Police, Less Crime, Right? Wrong? And I think it's like a pretty telling title. So just from the title, could anyone sort of characterize and categorize this article / try to infer the thesis even? Yes, Jenna.
I think the tone of it's kind of argumentative, and I think his thesis is that increasing the number of police officers will not reduce the amount of crime.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he's trying to say, and I think that his title is almost purposefully sort of explicit in terms of just like summarizing his argument, which is that, like you said, increasing the amount of police on ground doesn't have any impact on crime. And because his article is argumentative, he's using mainly sort of empirical evidence that uses a lot of like statistics and data and like numbers and dates and stuff. But that's not necessarily true for all kinds of writing. So before we actually delve into this article or move on to the next one, I wanted us to learn a song that I prepared for you guys that's like a refresher for the 4 modes of discourse that we learned last time, which is argumentative, expository, description, and narrative. So is anyone familiar with the song Lion Sleeps Tonight?
Yeah!
Everyone? Kind of? Not you?
Hopefully.
Yeah? Okay, that's okay. But if anyone knows, you guys can sort of follow along. I'll skip the first 2 lines. It's modified so that it captures the lesson. But I'll start from the introduction part, the Wimoe. So you guys can follow along. 1, 2, 3. Wimoe, oh 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 Wimoe. For modes of discourse are based on purpose and style of writing. The narration, the storytelling, the argumentative. Wimoe, oh 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 Wimoe. And there's description that uses our senses to help visualize. Finally, exposition is to explain, inform, and teach. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not like a concluding note, but okay, so we will move on to actually reading the article. Can I get a volunteer to read the first 3 paragraphs of the article? Yes, great! But I think our time is up, so